Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Crockett Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone. Man, get on the phone and call somebody and tell them the great one is in the building. I am the 5-star general. Y'all been blowing up my phone about Sterlingshire, asking where the OG been. Well, guess what? I'm going to tell you tonight. And my man R. Kelly got 30 years behind some bullshit. Say, kick back, let's go. Say, man, I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone and tell you thank you for taking the time out to tune in, because you know without you good people, I would not have a show. So y'all bear with me for just a second while I get everything situated, because for some reason when I go live, I can't. On my page, my privacy settings is setting to something else. So we got to set that to public, and now we're ready. I want to say top of the afternoon to you, man. How you doing? It's been a minute. I've been off and running since I got back in town, trying to get some things done before I fly back out of town. I'm going to just get off into it. I've been getting inboxes. I've been getting calls about the situation over at Sterlingshire with the inhumane conditions that people are living in. And tonight I am going to give you my honest opinion. And I'm going to, in the process, step on some toes. And I don't really care who gets mad or who gets upset. I am going to speak the truth. The situation at Sterlingshire is a dire situation. It's been a dire situation even 5 years ago when I was over there for the same reasons. Over there making sure that the community was taken care of with my good friend, Dr. Muhammad. We were over there giving away stuff just like what you see, and the conditions were what they were at that time. But now we see that there is a push, so to speak, to get these people the help that they need. I will tell you that there is a rock star, and her name is Grizzly Hood News. Told me, man, she watched me for years. We had a conversation, and I told her I'm very, very proud of her with the way that she brings awareness to almost any and everything that the media does not cover. And I'm glad that she's doing what she's doing. So I want to say that she's a rock star. Grizzly Hood News is a rock star. And in the line of business that we in of helping people, you need rock stars to show up and do what they do. So here's my thing. This has been going on with Houston Housing Authority apartments forever. This is not a brand new situation, what you're seeing in Sterlingshire. It is like that in Crofton. It is like that in Swift Village. It is like that in the Dead End. It is like that in Scott Plaza. It is like that all over the city of Houston, South Lawn. The reason I know is because, remember, I went through South Lawn over a year ago, and they were dealing with the same issues. We tried to get them some help. Brandon Hopp said that it's even happening at Irvington Village too. We tried to get them some help, and once again, no help would come to the people. So now Grizzly shined a spotlight on it, and I think, and I'm like a Brevia Miller, Grizzly should get all the credit. She deserves the keys to the city. She has a heart of gold, and I think that she should be the one that's getting the spotlight. But that spotlight is what I come here to talk about tonight. Y'all want to get in my inbox, you want to call me, you want to ask me questions. You know, the first question is, OG, where you at, man? They need you. I don't work with everybody. Let's get that straight before we start. I don't work with everybody. I'm not better than anybody, but I don't work with everybody. I don't work with everybody for the benefit of camera time. I don't give a damn. I'm not in it for the camera time. When I first started, yeah, the cameras were shining bright. But as I started working and I kept working, those cameras slowly started to fizzle out because I figured out I could do all the work I needed to do and I didn't need the media to pull it off. There's nothing wrong with media spotlight when you have issues and you want to shine a light on those issues. But then when it becomes very, very political, I already knew that out of all the city council people that would jump on this thing, I knew Letitia Plummer would show up. That's in her nature. I knew that Tish would show up. And that's what I call her, Letitia Plummer, position 5 city council at large. She's gonna always show up. And I know her very well because she's my dentist. Great person. I knew she would show up, but I didn't see Tasha Jackson show up initially. And now Tasha shows up. Let me tell y'all something, man. I don't care what you think. A lot of times stuff is just smoke and mirrors. It's just smoke and mirrors. They've been over there for a minute. All week, I know. I maybe stretched it or from the weekend to all week. And now there's a lot of things going on. Let me tell you how this mold situation works. Mold causes respiratory issues. When you're inhaling this mold and these mold spores, and in some of those apartments, as I looked, there's mold spores. There would be mold spores everywhere. The water's contaminated, everything. Everything is contaminated in those homes, in those apartments. There is no fixing that. You would basically have to tear down the walls in that apartment, the sheetrock. You'd have to replace it to basically get rid of that mold. You know, just coming in there and cleaning it with bleach and then painting over it, it only makes it come back worse. It only makes it come back worse. Let me read some comments. Brevia said, Grizzly should get all the credit she deserves, the keys to the city. Rontrell Bradford, we know who really has compassion for Sterlingshire residents and who don't. Al Jackson, black people aren't going to do anything about bad living conditions, but keep voting the same Democrats back in office. I totally agree with Al. Let me tell you something, man. Everybody that's being named, like, you know, and let me say this. I don't know the intentions of Dr. Candace Matthews. I really don't care. I want to say that. But she deserves some credit for really taking that spotlight that Grizzy had and doing what needed to be done. But now it's become a shit show. Now I'm on the phone with Senator Boris Miles. Well, Boris, ain't South Lawn in your district? I'm on the phone with Semfronia Thompson. Well, Haverstock, Swiss Village, Crofton, Sterlingshire, ain't that in her district? So all these people that we're on the phone with have knowledge that these conditions have been existing for years. And now we want to put them on a pedestal like they're going to come and save the day, which is BS. Yeah, I said it. We out there, we giving out water. Water is a good thing to give out because, like I said, you got mold spores that's probably in the water. So the water's contaminated. Okay? It is what it is. All right? It is what it is. There's no getting around that. You feel what I'm saying? There is no getting around it. But to put these people on a pedestal like they're working night and day to solve this issue, Al Jackson just said it. You're not doing nothing about the bad living conditions because you're going to keep voting the same Democratic politicians back in office that knew that these situations existed. I know for a fact, for me, when I was there 5 years ago, I got the pictures to prove that I was there. They've been knowing. And so now you got your flunky out there caping for you like you coming to save the day. Why don't you treat the Sterlingshire people the same way you treat the homeless population when the Super Bowl and the All-Star game and the Major League Baseball All-Star game come into town? You find somewhere for them to be. Yeah. You got the World Cup coming in soccer. You ain't finna have all them homeless people downtown. You ain't gonna have them homeless people around Reliant. You find somewhere for them to go. So if you're gonna be out there and you're gonna be caping for the goddamn media, then tell your friends who have the power to make this happen, find these people somewhere to go. Oh, the inspectors are coming out. Inspect what? You put that shit, you put that out there. What they need to inspect. Ain't no reason for them to come inspect a motherfucking thing. Inspect these nuts in your mouth. Let's just be real about it. What you need to inspect when you show the pictures of the horrific living conditions. The only thing that need to be done now is housing vouchers need to be given so these people can find somewhere else to stay. But there's a deeper rooted problem. Hold on a second. My goddamn life. There's a deeper rooted problem. Arnetta Murray, city councilwoman from Brazoria County. God bless her. She has a heart of gold. My friend, she has a heart of gold. And we had a conversation and I laced her to the game. Because Arnetta say these pastors need to come out here and they need to help these people. Well, did y'all know that a lot of the pastors, the black pastors, are the actual slumlords that these people are going to have to fight against? Did y'all know that Reverend Max Miller, prominent African-American pastor, is actually on the board of the Houston Housing Authority? When, Miss Accountability, are you going to call your friends out? These are your friends that own these properties. But you won't call these bastards out because you're too busy faking and shaking for the cameras. Now, people will say, oh, Monroe, he hating. No, I'm not hating. I'm telling you the real. I'm telling you to go do the research. You have several prominent pastors that own these types of apartments in the city of Houston. And no matter what the fuck goes on, that place is messed up right now. In a couple of days, when the first roll around here, the Houston Housing Authority is going to pay that money to their friends. They're going to pay their money to their friends. So, as I was talking to somebody yesterday, I told him, I see him out there giving out bicycles. Don't nobody want no fucking bicycle. Give them a housing voucher. Hold on, y'all. I got to make sure my computer don't cut off. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Why in the hell are we giving out? Hold on a second. I got to make sure I'm straight. Okay. Why in the hell are y'all over there giving out motherfucking bicycles? Why has anybody got a goddamn bus, took these people to city council to go stand in front of city council and demand that they get a housing voucher. Because if you do that, you're going to step on toes, miss accountability. And you can't step on the hand that feeds you. You can't walk the line and hold the people accountable that you in bed with. You know who owns these apartments, but you ain't finna go and check them because that's your partners. I said what I said. I said what I said. And trust me, I didn't want to touch this subject. I didn't want nothing to do with it. But since people steady hit me, I'm going to tell the goddamn truth. I know several pastors that own these goddamn properties. I know several pastors that own these properties. Patricia Parker said, I said the same thing, bikes and toys. So they will have to take these bikes and toys inside a mold-infested apartment and not a mold spores everywhere. Who's the rocket scientist that came up with that bullshit? Your intentions may be good, but in the midst of having good intentions, you have really created a situation that you could actually be making worse. You could be making worse. Now, it's a good thing that this is going on because it's almost election season. So these people need some pub. These people need some pub. Just like they had a press conference, I think it was today, Sheila Jackson Lee and all them over there for the pastor that got killed in the road rage. God bless that East Bethel family. God bless them, and let's wrap our arms around them. But that never should have happened if they would have addressed crime. But we can't hold the people accountable that can make the decisions to fix this. So the only person, the two people I know that are genuine in that whole situation, Grizzy and Arnetta Murray. Am I taking anything away from people because I don't like them on a personal level? No, not at all. I agree that my brothers and sisters in Sterlingshire need some help. But where was that concerted effort when we were in South Lawn? Where was that concerted effort a year ago when I was in South Lawn with the same thing with people's roof caving in on them? Where was the fucking effort? That was the community that was Sean Theories, Alma Allens, Boris Miles. Where the fuck was y'all in? And they still living like that. What was y'all in? Hey, Tiki, I see my good friend Yates Lyon, Tiki Thomas, and popped in. Legendary track star. Legendary. I want to say, how you doing, my sister? But my thing is this. Why are we faking and shaking right now? Why are we sitting back and acting like, oh, this is an abomination and we didn't know that these people were living like this? And you're goddamn lie, you knew them people was living like that. And the good doctor, oh, I used to play over here. Stop that lying, man. These people should not be living like this. But America is turning into a third world country right in front of your eyes. Those people that control those communities from a political aspect have been knowing that those people were living in those conditions. They've been doing it. Well, Crofton, I mean, every now and then they find a dead body in the dumpster. And they don't know this going on. No, we need to stop lying. We need to stop acting like every time somebody do something that we got to just jump on board like they saving the world. These people don't give a damn about them people in Sterlingshire. Because they've been knowing. They don't give a damn. And I will stand in a room with every last one of them political bastards and tell it to them in their face. And I also, for each one that will show up, I would tell them which one of their pastor partners own one of these properties. So yeah, I'm not even on fire about it. I got other stuff going on. You know, and for people that want to know, man, you done got too big to do certain things. No, I haven't. I just don't work with everybody. I don't work with people that are not genuine. I don't work with people that just want to stand in front of a fucking camera. If you come to work, you ain't gonna come with your shit all crinkled up, with your shit looking beautiful. You all dressed up. You didn't come here to work. You came here to stand in front of a camera. Now, if you come to get down for your people, put your goddamn t-shirt on, your old goddamn sweats, and then put on your tennis shoes and let's go to work. These people are bullshit. And that's how I feel about them. And I don't care if y'all like me. Ain't none of y'all out there, the ones that don't like me, can tell me I'm lying. How does an apartment pass inspection looking like that? It's not possible unless everybody's in bed together. And ragged ass mayor that we got, he know this, but I bet you he wouldn't let his child live in a situation like that. These ragged ass city council people that we have, they wouldn't live in a situation like that, nor would they allow their family members to live in a situation like that. These state reps, these senators, all of y'all full of shit. Every last one of y'all full of shit. Kathy Tatum, God bless her, and that's another one that's genuine. Gonna show up and show out. And she does that on a consistent basis. So kudos to my girl, Kathy Tatum. But please, water's fine. Non-perishable goods is fine. But fuck bringing that shit over there, man. Because the longer you keep bringing them trucks over there, the longer you gonna keep them there. Let me show you how this works now. The longer you keep bringing the bullshit resources, the longer they gonna play the game of how they're looking to solve the problem. And they're gonna prolong it until the cameras get cold. And then they're gonna walk away. Then they're going to walk away. And at that point, who helps the people? Our people should not be living like this, but we are living like this. Some of us are going through pure hell on earth because of our representation. White folk ain't gonna let this happen in their community. Matter of fact, them type of buildings and apartments would never be in a predominantly white community. It wouldn't happen. And I don't get mad at them for being on their ass and making people do the shit that they need to do. But black people, y'all will eat, like my mama said, y'all will lay there and let a motherfucker spoon feed you fat till you get old enough to eat shit because you dumb. Do you really think that the same people that Candace is naming didn't know about this? Didn't know about this? And she's working on behalf of the Rainbow Push Coalition. In my Cedric the Entertainer voice, fuck Jesse Jackson. I said it. Fuck Jesse Jackson. Now you're the National Minister of Politics. Well, that's good. I like when I'm emulated on a lot of levels. You guys really just make me laugh. I'm the Central Region Minister of Politics for the new Black Panther Party. And if I got to get on a plane to go and help feed my people in St. Louis, that's what I'm going to do without some cameras. So if you just, every time you show up, it's a camera hot, you're not there to help the people. You're there to elevate your status. See, you can either be a politician or you can be a public servant. That's what you can be. You can be a politician or you can be a public servant. Which one are you going to be? As I'm sitting on a call this morning with a parent in an org for a special needs kid, there weren't no cameras. There weren't no goddamn cameras. You feel what I'm saying? As I'm sitting on a committee yesterday at my old high school, trying to make sure we get some things right, there were no cameras. There were no cameras. You motherfuckers is camera whores. I called it what I said. It's days I show up, man, and all this is Snow White because I ain't shaved and I ain't had time to. But you motherfuckers come out there like you getting ready to go on national TV on The View. Like you finna sit down and you finna talk to Arsenio Hall and you all dressed up. That tells me that you're not there to do the work. And the only help that you need right now, Dr. Matthews and whoever else is helping her, is the ability to secure transportation and take as many of those people to the next city council meeting and blow that bitch up. Let them go in there. Bring some of that mold in city council. Bring some of that fuck ass shit in city council and watch how fast they fix shit. If you real about it, tell the Houston Housing Authority not to send the money to the owner of the property on the first of the month. I guarantee you that shit'll get fixed. If you're real about it. See, this is why I ain't finna show up. Because one, is too motherfucking hot for me to be standing out there with that bullshit. I'm gonna make some shit shake when I show up. I'm moving some furniture when I show up. I ain't finna be out here with this fly ass shit in this goddamn heat. Do something about it. Get on your mayor's ass. That's what you need to do. Since he care about the people so much and he don't seem to care about black people at all. But you round here trying to pub these people like they give a fuck. And every day it's a new one showing up. It's like they taking turns for somebody to pub them while these people are suffering. But hold on a second. The good thing about me and Black history, I like to tell the truth from all sides. What type of men live over there? What type of man would allow his family to live like that? Let me put it to you a different way, big homie. I wouldn't give a damn if you had to sell dope in the front of the apartments while the camera was out there. Well, Mr. Monroe, why are you out here selling dope? Because I need to make some money to get my family up out of here. You girls that's laying up with these sorry-ass dudes, you shouldn't be fucking with them at all right now. Shouldn't be no pussy on a platter tonight. Should be no ass being chunked tonight. Should be no twerking on that thing tonight. Because if he ain't a man to get you up out of there with your kids, you should be fucking with him right now. What type of man would allow his family to live under those conditions? A punk motherfucker, that's the kind. I said what I said. Should be no pussy on a platter ticket. You wanted to put a hump in her back like a Halloween cat. Then guess what, nickel? Go get a deposit. You want some hair tonight? Then go get the rent money that matches the deposit. If not, get your sorry ass about this house. And I'm gonna live in here with this motherfucking mold. You new breed of boppers get on my fucking nerve. You get on my nerve. Because you laying there with this sorry ass dude who walking up to these people with these supplies to get these supplies. When he should be walking up to somebody's motherfucking job or go and get him a bag to get his hustle on. Because a real man ain't finna let his family live like that. See how I switch gears on you? See, you wanted me to feel sorry for you. You wanted me to come here tonight and you wanted me to feel sorry for your grown ass man. You might as well be fucking your son. Because you fucking a boy. Say, this why I don't come on every night, man. Because when I come on, you're going to get the real every time. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't need no school board representative or no state representative or no goddamn city councilwoman to tell me as a man I need to get my family out of these fucked up conditions. Do you understand? I'm going to give you a sexual education class tonight. Do you understand that you living in a mole-infested apartment and I know you're having unprotected sex? So every time you take your little dang-a-lang to slide it up in her, you got mold spores on your dick and now in her pussy. So I don't want no molded pussy. Everything about that situation in that apartment is unhealthy. It's unhealthy. It's not right. Now, oh, he beating the dudes up. Hold on. Hold on a second, man. I got a bisexual conversation. Where you hoes come from? Ain't no woman gonna let her babies live under those conditions. But a hoe will. I know that you got some trash ass kitty cat. Because if you even had half of the common sense that your mama should have put in your motherfucking head, you can get some dick before you can get a sandwich. So even if you had to sell pussy by the pound for $10 a motherfucking nut, you could generate enough to get your goddamn kids out that situation. You a sorry ass mama too. I don't want to hear that bullshit. You a sorry ass mama too. All this, like it's so bad. You motherfuckers 25, 26 years old. Some of y'all paying $26 in rent. $20, $30 in rent. And you can't find you nowhere else to stay. Some of y'all need to stay in there. Honestly, everybody don't need to come out that motherfucker. Because allowing some of these people to come out of Sterlingshire is like posting a bus down there at the fucking border and just opening the border. Some people don't need to come to the United States. Like some of y'all over there don't need to come to our neighborhoods. Because when you come to our neighborhood, here come the bullshit. Here come the bullshit. I got several friends on here. And please forgive me if I'm disrespecting, anybody with the comments that I'm making. But sometimes you got to have a real conversation. If you a woman, come on, bro. If you a woman and you got these niggas laying in your house, switch up the dope man. You ain't doing nothing but laying around with some dudes that's selling pills on some bullshit. If you got a, can I speak on it? Can I speak on it or put a week on it? They wanted me to come tell you the truth. Well, I'm gonna come tell you the truth. Can I speak on it? That's all I'm asking. Because I gotta say it. I gotta say it, man. I gotta motherfucking say it, man. Hold on, y'all. I gotta motherfucking say it, man. If you are, hold on a second. What the hell? What's going on? Hold on, my screen done went black. Okay. Y'all bear with me. I gotta plug up my phone. Hold on a second. I come to give it to you tonight. Now I'm gonna have a real conversation with y'all. I got to have this conversation with y'all. I got to have it with y'all. So let's go on and have this. If you a woman and you got a pussy and you ain't got no money, you trash. Because under certain circumstances, you're going to have to sell that thing. You know what you got to do. You've been doing it anyway. You've been doing it for free anyway. But when it comes to saving your child's life, because of the conditions that they living in, all of a sudden, your pussy is off limits. You crazy. So I done hit you from the political side. I didn't hit you from the sorry man side. I didn't hit you from the sorry mama side. I ain't leave nobody out. But if you want Gary Monroe to show up and show out, if you want a situation solved and you want it done expeditiously, you call the best in the business. You call the best in the business. Clifton Connolly just said, some of them are content. He's not lying. Some people want to live there. You know why? Because that shit you doing there, you ain't gonna be able to do in a regular apartment complex. You ain't gonna be able to come up in a nice apartment complex at 2, 3 in the morning with your motherfucking trunk rattling. Your kids running all around the motherfucking courtyard. Pampers dirty, all kind of shit. You ain't gonna be able to do that. So some of y'all are content where you are. So stop acting like these conditions that you were living under were just so fucking horrific to where you need this help right now. You've been living like a savage because you chose to. I'm not mad at Dr. Matthews. I'm not mad at the politicians. I'm not mad at y'all. But the fault lies in the people that decided they would stay there under those goddamn conditions. See, God lets me use this platform to speak the truth. And the truth some days is not what people really want to hear. The truth of the matter is some people want me to come on here and feel so sorry for some of these people. You know why I can't? Because I just told you I was in there 5 years ago. And I'm looking at some of these videos and I still see some of you niggas in there. So you didn't want to come out of there. We brought resources over there 5 years ago. Tons of resources. You niggas didn't want to come out of there. And you don't want to come out of there right now. Robert Williams, I'm going to put your comment up because I want to address your comment. No, Rob, good guy. Rob say, where else they gonna stay? Where the fuck they stay at, Rob, when the Super Bowl come to town? Where all the homeless people go then? They hide them then. If they can find somewhere to hide them to bring a fucking sporting event to Houston, they can find somewhere to hide them right now. Where else they gonna stay? A grown-ass man gonna figure that out. Stop handicapping these grown-ass men. Stop handicapping these grown-ass women. Make this shit happen. The same way you did as a man, Rob. The same way you raised your kids. The same way I raised mine. The same way that I did. Get off your ass and make it happen. They hide these homeless people when these big events come to town. They find somewhere for them to be. So they need to stop lying like they ain't got nowhere for them to go. Because they do. They do have somewhere for them to go. And the way they popping up apartments, they building them in cubicles. They can just go get some goddamn land. They own everything. They steal all the land for everything else. Go pop up some of them fucking apartments. But if they want them places closed, nah, we finna touch on something. Crestmont Village. Same situation. City Council member Dwight Borkins, Wanda Adams, shut that motherfucker down. So what's stopping them from shutting these down? When they shut them down, them people found somewhere to go. They don't want to shut these down. Somebody's making quite a bit of money on this deal. Somebody's making a lot of money on this type of situation. I said Crestmont Village. Over there right down the street from Sterling and Albert Thomas. They shut the damn place down. And they found somewhere for them to go. So the cloud that we're under, they don't have nowhere to go. That's bullshit. They can make anything happen. They can make anything happen. But these buildings, let's just be honest. Sterlingshire should have been closed. Crofton should have been closed. Swiss Village should have been closed. Scott Plaza should have been closed. Haverstock should have been closed. Why they still open? Why they still open? Haverstock got one way in, one way out. People dying there almost every other day. AK-47s, the whole night. Why they ain't close them? They ain't close them because it's money being made. It's money being made. And what the people that are making the money are the same people that these bastards want you to support in November. I didn't come here to make this political tonight, but I'm just telling you. The same people making the money is the same motherfuckers they want you to support in November. The same people that knew that Sterlingshire was fucked up 5 years ago when we was in there is the same people they want you to support this November. Keep supporting them bitches, and we gonna keep living the way we live. They take all these rundown houses off the tax rolls, let they investor friends buy them for little or nothing. Well, why don't you take these houses and hurry up and fix them up, make them livable, and let them people go live in them? Because it don't serve a purpose for them. We don't want to accept that some of this stuff that is going on has been created by the same people that's supposedly going to fix the problem. You wanted it. I gave it to you tonight. So I will tell you this once again, Grizzy, God bless this young lady. And to have a conversation, a one-on-one conversation, and she tells me that she's been watching me for a while, I appreciate that, because that makes me know that my work has not gone unnoticed, and it's motivated somebody to do something. The keys to the city should be given to Grizzy Hood News. A day should be named after her. That's what should be done. Because without Grizzy, nothing would have moved in this aspect. So the same conversation I had with Derek Muhammad, this is what I would tell Grizzy. I told Derek, man, I'm a baby in this game years ago. He say, nah, you ain't no baby. He say, dog, you a big dog. Grizzy, you ain't no baby in this game. You a big dog. Make them treat you like one. Give her flowers while she's still here. She deserves them. And you other people that are not genuine, there's a special place in hell for you. You people that are doing this to your own people, there's a special place in hell for you. So for those that want to know where I'm at, I've loaded up 13 hours this semester, and I got 10 hours left to finish my degree in criminal justice. I was trying to fast track, was about to switch my degree plan, and I said, no, we started in criminal justice. We are going to finish in criminal justice. Certain people will get, especially some of y'all, if you want to come when it's graduation day, Lamar University, I will send out personal invitations to people, because I didn't do this for me. I did it for the kids that I wanted to motivate. I did it for my mom. It wasn't for me. I'm an old man just trying to make it through this thing. I tell you, man, that I don't do any of what I do for the spotlight. I do it because that's what God wants me to do. And I do it because it needs to be done. And if you're going to stand out and represent our people, and I can tell you, I know like Robert Williams, he does so much for the African-American community. And the reason you don't know, because there's never a camera. This man stands up and he does so much. And that's why I have so much respect for him. Now, we don't agree on every single thing, because that's the nature of the beast. He respects me, I respect him. When I switched parties, he never talked bad about me. He understood. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is that good guys like Robert Williams, good guys like Arnetta Murray, these are the good guys. These are the good guys. And I'm being honest, Grizzy, folks like that. But some of you other ones, get your ass off the camera and do what the higher power tells you to do. My friend says, I'm proud of you for your due diligence in your education, bro. Keep pressing. And I am. I'm going to keep pressing. There's a lot of work that I am doing right now that you guys do not get the benefit of being able to see. But I am doing the work, and trust me, I take no days off. None. Not for my people. I don't take any days off for my people. But if you're gonna do it for the right reasons. Use common sense when you're out trying to solve an issue, and don't make it worse. And a lot of times, a lot of those people over there, they don't understand that they're just trying to help. But the more resources you bring in, the longer it's gonna take for them to solve the problem. There's no inspections that need to be done. None. We've seen what it is. There's no inspections that need to be done. But for my brothers, if you're a man And even if you married to that girl over there in Sterlingshire, you just shacking up. Whatever you want to do. Be a man about it, homie. Don't allow your family to live under those conditions. And if you're a mom, put his stinking ass out if he can't get out there and get it done. Take the pussy off the platter. Stop laying up with these trifling dudes that will allow you and those children to live in those conditions. And that's how I feel about it. I'm not going to change who I am. It is what it is. And guess what? It is what it is. That's all I can say. Al Jackson say the blessings are coming your way. A room won't be big enough to hold it. Well, guess what? If I never get one, I'm happy, bro. I love what I do on a daily basis. I love helping my people. I love going to Third Ward and working for my school where I graduated from. I love doing it. I'm gonna give you an example. I had a kid the other day. I'm not gonna say his name, and I was actually in Minnesota when I figured this out a couple weeks back, and he had disrespected the principal, and they told him he couldn't play sports anymore, and it was that bad. He got sent to alternative school, all that. Well, I took it upon myself. After some days, I knew where the principal stood. I knew where the vice principal stood. No sports, Mr. Monroe. And I sent the text. And I just basically said that when that kid walks through that front gate of that school, that's your kid. Now, when you have issues with your kids at home, do you just throw them away? No, you don't. You figure out what the problem is and you try to work through it. So the principal hit me back and told me, how do we handle this? I say, one, it's a problem that he created. It's a problem that he's going to have to fix. So I reached out to the kid, to the adult in his life, and had a conversation. I think that we can get you back on the teams, but there's something that you're going to have to do. And he was willing to do whatever. One, you're going to man up. You're going to go into that principal's office. You're going to apologize. You're going to be sincere. You're going to apologize. Two, you will sit out 2 ball games this season. You will sit out 2 ball games. 3, you will maintain a C average in every single class, because I need you to do that so we can get you up out of here and get you to college. You're going to do that. No absences, no tardies, no smoking weed. And lastly, this is me and you. It ain't me and your school district, whatever district that may be. It's me and you. You owe me 20 miles on the track. And if you don't know what that means, it's 4 laps in a mile. I want 20 of those. That means you owe me 80 laps around that track, and I'm going to count every single one of them. That principal asked me, how did you come up with that punishment? I said it was easy. Because I did the same thing when I was in school, and that was my punishment. I think we have the young man on the right track, but it was a teaching moment for the kid as well as for the principal, who's really the authority parent figure of that kid 75% of the day during the school year. We're not going to throw him away. We're going to give him a shot. If he shoots himself in the foot, you can't say nobody didn't give you a chance. And that's what we have to do. You set the example. My father set the example for me as a man. I watched my father some days get up when he lost his job and go pick cans to take care of his family. Whatever needed to be done, that's what he did. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. When it comes to taking care of mine, I don't give a damn what I got to do to take care of mine at all. So if you over there in Sterlingshire, South Lawn, anywhere, be a man about it, partner. Say it's a reason that I'm the best in the business every night. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. The great one shows up. I want you to think about it. In Sterlingshire, South Lawn, Haverstock. Just be a man about it, partner. And if they ask you who told it to you, tell them the 5-star general. Until tomorrow, I'll holler at you.